Okay,
That's
here
it.
we go.
Perfect.
Okay, today is a very serious video. This is very serious. Why are you yellow? Very serious
We gotta
video.
rank. Basically the down low here. We gotta rank the top quotes from the best movie of all time.
Yeah, easily the most important movie of our generation.
Our generation. I mean, you've got movies like Avengers Endgame. You've got Avatar. Not even on the same level.
Yeah, what, are you talking about Avatar with the blue people or Avatar by M. Night Shyamalan?
Both.
Oh shoot.
Both.
Okay. So we have 16 quotes from this beautiful, beautiful movie.
That I was willing enough to copy down when we were watching it.
We were watching it. Jeff, he pirated the whole thing. If you need it, text him. His phone number is
We'll have the link in the description.
911. So yeah, the first joke, not joke, the first quote is "or the,"
which is
so we had this brilliant idea to take a picture of his Google Notes.
for the uninitiated. That radar for the uninitiated.
Oh wait, they're in order.
Yeah.
Blood written in blood. Really? What? Oh, so this first quote. It's very. They kind of go in order of how the movie starts to when it ends. Kind of. There's a couple of them that are out of order here.
So I think the context of this quote, he was in the lab talking about how his bat radar thing works, and he says some scientific name for it, and he's like,
It wasn't
radar.
even scientific.
It was just stupid, and he goes, bat radar for the uninitiated.
What is it? Echolocation?
Yeah.
He said. He says, I have some form of echolocation, and it shows him like with all the stuff like flowing around him, and he's like looks at the camera and he's like, bat radar for the uninitiated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
also context for what we've got, it's not your typical S A B the whole thing. We know that all of these quotes are amazing except for a few select ones. So they're all S, but they're just different levels of S. So we had it S plus plus S plus S. S minus, and then the F.
Yeah, which honestly, considering how incredible this movie is, I doubt there's anything in F.
But we will see.
We're also, I just realized now, missing a very important quote. We don't have It's Morbin Time. Just imagine that up here in S+++.
That's its own level,
this.
honestly. So
like, It's Morbin Time doesn't even deserve to be on a tier list.
Honestly.
It is the tier list,
it is.
you know?
I mean...
Wait, I think that's actually the name of the tier list. Yeah,
so,
Morbin
yeah,
Time.
that's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
So, Bat Radar for the uninitiated, we gave context for that. Personally, I think this is just... It's a really good one, but I don't think it's S++.
Wait. Sorry, I just realized something I can do. I'm gonna add this on. You keep talking.
My personal opinion on this one, I think this one's a solid middle of the pack. Well, beginning of the movie, it's nothing stunning. I think this is just a straight S tier quote. Nothing crazy, nothing sticking out, but it's still amazing nonetheless.
Yeah, incredible quote. I'm just adding something up there for those of us who can't see what we're seeing.
Okay, good idea.
Right? I'm so smart.
You're genius. Stick this over there, right in front of us. Genius. Well, we'll move things around as we start. We'll move it around as soon as once we get to each one. But
yeah, you know
they can't read.
You can't read the things on the bottom.
Yeah.
So basically, in order, this is how we're going about it.
Like I said, I think this is solid pack middle S. If you agree.
Yeah, I actually completely agree because I think it's funny. I think it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I think echolocation. Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Bat radar, though, for the uninitiated.
So next one. This one is personally my favorite of the entire movie, if not second favorite. This one isn't a specific quote. This is more of what we see in the movie. But this is actually the reason why I started quoting, like writing it down on my notes page, purely because I saw this and I'm like, this is a glorious movie. We gotta keep this. It's blood written in blood on the.
He walks. Mr. Morbin Time himself locks himself up to see how long he can go without blood, and what it would do to him if he left the blood, if he didn't have the blood in his system. And then his good old friend, the 11th Doctor, comes up and is like
Milo, even though that's not
yeah.
his real name.
Well, yeah, Milo, not his real name, but everybody calls him Milo, and so he goes by it. And Milo's like, "Oh, I'm British. Are you okay?" And he's got like blood written on him. And Milo's like, "Oh, okay." And he like stumbles towards the blood vault.
As I said, this was the reason I started doing this. This is an easy S++ for me.
Yeah, I think they will be ordered in the tiers once we get to that point, but for now, pretty solid start.
Okay,
Holy water, really? What? I'm not taking any chances. This is a two-part.
Context for this one was the scene where the two police officers were starting to interrogate Michael Morbius, and one of them is supposedly the comedic relief of the duo, and so he brings holy water to the interview with Michael Morbius, and honestly, I don't know how you feel about this one, but I think this one's just lacking. I don't think it's quite F, but I don't think it's higher than S-.
I think this one. I think my problem is that the detective characters are
trying so hard.
Because it's like you've got Michael Morbius, you've got the 11th Doctor, Milo Murphy, you've got the love interest, and then that's about it. Character-wise, you've got the main character, the villain, like genuine.
And then their fake surrogate dad.
Yeah, you've got their dad. You've got some doctor lady who is introduced and murdered, and then you have like a bunch of goons on a boat introduced and murdered. And you have some people at a bar introduced and murdered. You like everybody who isn't a main character of the three, like the main three, and even then, two of the main three die. One of them comes back, but and like Morbius is dead, right? He's a vampire. Vampires are dead.
But yeah, I think this seems like they're trying way too hard to be funny, and so like I said, I think we can both agree this is more of an S-.
You know what I can even do? I'm just gonna keep adding things as we go, because you know what I can do? I have this cool add-on.
This is great. This is.
And so then, wait, no, I just wanna. How do I? It's like, oh no, interact. Okay, and now I have this little cursor, and so if I come. Wait, is it not gonna put it? Oh, it's not on top of Morgan quotes. We gotta put it on top of Morgan quotes. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I am dysfunctional. Interact. Okay, now we can go.
Oh, perfect.
So that they know which one we're talking about.
Okay, so we had to mark these out just so we know where
we're on number 4.
Okay, number 4, we've got I'm sorry I'm hungry. You don't want to see me when I'm hungry. This one's amazing.
I think this is a classic.
It's a classic. It's amazing. I personally feel like it's up there with S+. You might think it's a little bit lower, but I think this is an amazing quote, and I think it deserves to be up there with the rest of them. I think context for this one, do I even remember? This feels like the coffee shop scene, but was it?
No, this is because
that's like later in the movie.
This is.
He was talking to his girlfriend, wasn't he?
Is he?
No, this is Milo.
Because he's Is it Milo that says this?
I think Milo's fighting with him because right after it is the whole scene where he's talking to.
Oh yeah, because we get the vampire stuff in the subway. Like we can go anywhere, Michael. You know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This, I think, it's just a classic. You know.
It's classic.
It's like the Hulk. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. It's like Vin Diesel. You don't want to see me when I'm horny. Like you know.
You don't want to see me with all my family.
Yeah. Exactly. I give that S+.
S+.
What do you think?
I say S++, but I can see S+.
I think it's just S+.
Okay,
man.
I get that.
You know. Okay.
Okay.
This is.
Mark it out. Let's go to the next one.
This is the bottom one. I'm just gonna reorganize real quick. Okay.
All right, classic one, really solid, really good one. This next one is in the subway fight. Okay, we're going there. This next one is the subway fight.
Yeah, subway fight.
Basically, Milo's trying to convince Morbius that he's that their powers are something to be embraced. I think is the best word for that. And so he's trying to convince him stuff. So he's like, we can go anywhere, we can do anything. Let's go.
Let's go.
I think it's pretty mediocre. I don't think it's higher than S-, maybe even F.
I don't think it's F yet. I think that this is S-, but I think it's
Low
worse.
low
I think it's
S-.
worse than
So
the
if we ever drop
detectives.
any other S minuses, it's going to the very end of that list.
Yeah.
So I think it's easily one of the worst, unless we find one later on that's horrible. But yeah, it was boring. It feels like he's pandering to Michael Morbius, and we don't like that because he's our guy.
I hate panders.
Amen. Okay.
Yeah, screw panders.
Panthers.
Okay, we'll cross this one out now.
Okay, now here, this one right here. If Written in Blood is not my favorite, then this one is.
Yeah, this is.
S++.
I think this goes at the top. Like,
Me, you, and Thomas verbally started cackling.
we're the three of us are sitting in a movie theater with two like an
Senior
emo
citizens.
goth
Okay.
girlfriend, an emo goth girlfriend, and her boyfriend, who's like definitely plays League of Legends and like vapes in the bathroom at high school, and then two like over 60-year-old people
who definitely were there just for a midweek date.
They're
and
like, hey, this is a $5 movie, we're going.
They easily hated all of us there for that. But yeah, I think this one's top notch movie. We were laughing really hard when it happened, and not movie quote. And I think that this one was easily the most quoted of the night.
Oh yeah.
The entire way back home, we went to go get some sodas at the grocery store because we really wanted some.
Yeah.
And the entire time we were just quoting it, and that was the one that we said the most was "rawr," and then we would just run away.
Well, it's just because it's freaking Milo, who is the 11th Doctor. I wish I remembered his name. It's not David Tennant. But he looks directly into the camera and goes
"rawr."
Like, and it's not like a long roar. It's not like a lion's roar. It's like a rah.
It seemed very weak.
And then he turns around and runs away.
It jogs, you know.
And like, that's beautiful. That's art.
It truly is.
That's gorgeous. Incredible. Incredible work.
All right, on to the next one. So this one, very simple, 3 words that they were the exact same, but slowly some time was put in between each one. It's Milo just going Michael. Gorgeous line, really amazing.
I love the inclusion of Michael.
I really do. I feel like this really brought us in the mindset of where Milo was, honestly, because we just knew that he knew who his name was, and that's magical to me, honestly.
Dr. Michael Morbius. Dr. Michael.
But I think this one's good. Once again, I feel like this is more of a solid middle of the pack one.
Yeah, I don't think it's better.
No, it's definitely not better
for the Uninitiated. Yeah,
but
it's good.
But it's a good quote. Next, I don't think that's that's I Am Venom. So we got to go to that one next. Okay, so this next one is
like my
Michael.
ability to recognize the word shouldn't based off of show.
This next one is Michael. You shouldn't be here. What's the context of this one? Let's see. I feel like it was in one of the house scenes. Or am I crazy?
Michael, you shouldn't be here.
I know, this is the girlfriend.
This is the girlfriend saying it. Because the girlfriend is like, Michael, you shouldn't be here, but you're also kind of hot because you're a vampire. And also she's British now.
Was this... No, this wasn't Skyscraper quite yet.
No, because that's when they talk about for the record, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's right before the part where they go to the bakery, right?
Yeah.
Together. He's like in the subway car, right? Remember this? They're like or not a subway car, like a bus. And it's the chick, and I was like, she gets hotter every time she's on screen, and you laugh. And then this camera, it pans up, and you see in his hoodie, Dr. Michael Morbius. And she goes, "Ooh, Michael, you shouldn't be here."
I think this is where I'm at with this. It's F for forgettable, because I definitely didn't remember that.
It took me a second. I feel like I acted it out really well, though.
You did. You killed it.
Thank you.
I can tell you that much. But yeah,
I'm going for the Oscar.
Yeah. Because this one's gonna win all of the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Every
single one.
Like including documentary.
Like, you got really good movies. You got Parasite. Parasite. I don't know any other movies. Scott Pilgrim.
Parasite.
Probably won some Oscars, I think.
Probably.
Parasite. Yeah. Anyway.
Morbius. All right, next one we got.
Not that kind of
We gotta
vampire.
mark out the two of them because we're getting
Wow,
ahead.
we just been zooming.
We've just been grinding these, to be honest with you.
And then we'll go like.
Perfect. So this one, I enjoy this one a lot. I think this is pretty good. This one, I'm not that kind of vampire.
It's
this
just
one,
solid.
it's a solid quote. I do like this one a lot. I don't think it's as high as S++, but I do think it's an S+. I don't think it's as high as I'm hungry and you don't want to see me when I'm hungry. It's slightly below that, but I still think it's on that tier.
Yeah, easy. Just, I think every interaction with the chick, the girlfriend,
It's gotta be at S tier or higher.
yeah.
So
Except for F for forgettable, like
True.
the good interactions, because
The good
there's a point where after he's a vampire and has been a vampire for a minute, where she's just like super into it, and I think that's really funny. She's all like,
well, there are some girls that are just into that like emo vibe, you know.
Yeah.
So if he's giving that off.
50-year-old vampire man with
That's something we found out right before this. That Jared Leto is 50 years old.
Jared
and
Leto is 50 years old.
That hurt us to our core because we both don't look as good as him, and he is like triple our age.
He's got at least 30 years on me.
And he looks better than both of us.
And he looks like we could go to school together.
He honestly could.
He could be in my math like 102.
What is that
10.
cult? Because I need to join whatever he's doing.
Scientology probably.
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 Okay.
I mean, Tom Cruise is the same thing.
True.
Exact same thing.
Oh man.
Did you know he has a band?
What?
Okay, wait.
We're straying off.
Yeah, we'll come back to this.
Next one.
I am
Venom.
I am Venom.
So I'm really, really conflicted about this one, personally, because I feel like the trailer set it up to be really amazing.
Important even.
And
Like,
really,
oh, look
like,
at that!
really,
We referenced Venom.
Yeah, like it feels
Wow.
like it was gonna be part of the plot in some way. Like we're gonna see it, but it was honestly really just it was just a throwaway line.
And it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. He's just like killing a bunch of goons in the subway and stealing their lab, and he's like, I am Venom, and then you know, yeah, and that's it.
I give it.
I'm putting it. I would say if there was a tier between S- and F.
Here, wait. I've got an idea.
Are we gonna add one?
Add row below. Okay.
Oh, this one's gonna be called I Am Venom, and it's black. You gotta make the color black. Yeah, there you go. Venom. Perfect.
And then we'll make it
Black. Leave it, even if you can't read it. Or do like the darker gray. Yeah, there you go. So we made a new tier. This is Venom ? Because
Venom tier.
it's not S-, but it's not F. So we got Venom tier.
It's not terrible. It's not great. I think we like to call that Venom.
Perfect.
Okay, next is. Oh, this is where it's this one. Big long one.
This is the longest line of the whole list. For the record, I wasn't gonna go full Dracula on you down there. For the record, I think that's romantic. This is another with his girlfriend scene. This one's the one that triggered a lot of dark imaginations, I guess you could say.
I don't think we're sitting in the movie theater, and it's like just the three of us. We've got the two old people, probably like 4 rows ahead of us.
And
The
then
two young emo
definitely
kids.
in the very back, making out the entire.
Oh yeah, and vaping, which
Yeah.
he made sure that he knows, or
Yeah,
that we
they
know
vape, yeah.
that he wasn't vaping.
Hey, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry that your girlfriend held you hostage. I'm just gonna say that much.
Yeah, he comes up at the end of the movie. He's like, "She's holding me hostage,"
And she's like, shut
he's
up,
like, "Shut up." Like, it was kind of scary. I bet he was into it though.
He probably was.
Yeah. Speaking of into it, I think that this kind of just made us realize like there's a lot of
Weird kinks in this relationship.
things you could explore
as
a vampire.
We're gonna let you imagine that your own way. We're not gonna go down that.
You know,
that
there's just
path.
lots of things that lead.
Okay. So the line we already listed it. I do like this one, but I still feel like this is more of a middle of the pack.
This
Well-
one is only good because we like just me, you, and Thomas like for
Just
probably
thought it
10 minutes after
yeah.
we're just making it just a huge bit.
But highest of the middle. So I think that's where we were with that one. So then we can mark off those 2 on that list, and then we'll go on to the next. So this next one is okay. This one easily another one of my top ones. Uh-oh.
Where's my eraser?
We marked too much. Easily another one of my top ones. That's what these bloodsuckers do. Pause. They multiply.
Chloe and
This is cinematic.
Need a real adventure?
Personally,
Compare travel
the
credit
writers
cards
couldn't
that help
have
you
done
book
any better
adventures
for that
beyond your
line.
backyard.
It's honestly on par with the S++, but I feel like we're
Or
running
compare
past
cashback cards and
that
turn
tier.
everyday purchases
So
into
I
your
feel like
next
we're gonna do this one
unforgettable
as high
experience.
I think just the idea that like this vampire,
Compare
not the
your
vampire,
way
the
there.
detectives say this,
Find the
right?
Yeah.
smartest
Because they're
financial
like, oh
products
look,
for
there's
you
another one. It's
on
Milo.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna put him in the middle of S++.
I can
I think it's like, oh, we know so much about vampires. Like we've had a vampire murderer for like a week,
and we're
pretty much
experts.
experts now.
You can
Like,
trust me. Yeah, it's a good one. I really enjoyed that one personally. And then we move on to probably one that I think this was unequivocally one of the S++, and it's the Vampire Murderer. So context for this one, there is a... Did we not take a picture of that one?
wait, is that this one?
It might be. I don't know. Maybe we'll just...
Oh my gosh, it is, because that's kind of...
Oh
This
my
is the
gosh.
vampire. Whew. Anyways, the vampire. The vampire murderer.
There is a scene where a news anchor is trying to like come up with a catchy name. Like you've got
You've got Venom, you've got Iron Man,
Right.
Mysterio,
right
Thanos,
Vulture, all of these things.
Vulture.
Yeah, and she goes with the pause vampire murderer. Like she came up with it on the spot,
And
and
it's not good.
it's not. But because of that, it's amazing.
Like, I was expecting it to be like, oh, we have like this cool superhero vampire name, like,
That-
or supervillain vampire name. But it's just the vampire murderer.
It's so bad it's good, and because of that, I think it's high S+, maybe even low S++.
Oh, I'm willing to put it up here.
Okay, I think it's a good move.
You've
And yeah.
discovered my secret. We're getting close to the best one.
I'm
The
reborn.
best one.
I am the resurrection.
So Milo, he
Last-
walks in.
Last 3 quotes are all in the same scene, just so you know. It's the last fight scene between him and Milo.
No, because
Oh wait, no,
no,
okay,
you're-
no, last 2.
these
last 2, and
the-
then last one is the last scene. So there's 2.
these two
These
before the
yeah,
last one. The
there's
last
2
one is in the very
yeah,
end.
yeah.
These 2 are in the scene right before the final battle, and Milo is visiting their surrogate father, and his father like walks in on him. He's like, Milo, you're a vampire, and he's all like, you've discovered my secret. I am reborn. I am the resurrection. And then he's like, bro, dude, you can't do that. And then he like slaps him. And then the next quote that we have, I'm just gonna go right into
Yeah,
it.
might as well jump into both.
Just, what's wrong? Is Daddy cross?
What's wrong? Is Daddy cross?
Just
You know, it's
beautiful. Beautiful scripting, beautiful character art.
oh,
Because Daddy is cross.
he's very cross.
I think what's wrong, Daddy Cross is S++.
But it's the best
plus,
one.
plus,
It's
plus.
highest of all of them. It's
Is it better than Roar's?
no, not quite.
Yeah,
I think
but-
it's because the only reason with the Roar one is that was the one we quoted all night, and there's
Mhm.
a reason we did that.
And
So
I think
because of that,
the Resurrection one is.
that's one Thomas quoted the most.
I think it's top S+.
So it's top of S++ because we didn't quote it as much, but Thomas did the entire night. So now we move on to the final one. This one's pretty good.
This is just a quality quote.
It's good. We can act this out.
Okay, I'll be here. Let me move the chair out of the way.
Hold on, I gotta be like slumped down in the chair. So
Yeah,
that way they can
there you
see
go.
me.
Okay, this is Milo. This is Milo, by the way.
I'm
Morbius.
I'm on the verge of death. Michael, you can't kill me. It's me. That was the whole scene, the line, and it truly brought me to tears. I've watched plenty of sad and emotional scenes or movies, and that one made me more.
It's that relationship was just so built up, you know,
And the
and
arc
beautiful.
of the entire movie, we knew from the moment that we met Milo
Mhm.
that Michael loved him because he didn't care enough to call him by his real name and just called him by the name of the same kid who died.
He introduces himself before he gets called Milo too. It's
He
like,
says his name, and he's like, "No, you're Milo
You're
because that's
Milo.
who the kid who
because
lived
I'm a
there
quirky little sick kid. Also, why is he British? Why is Milo British?
I don't know.
And why is he rich? How did he get rich?
How is he? Yeah. And we just never meet his real parents. No, that's what you mean. Because in the movie, like, you go and it has that, like, sad, like, beginning, like, flashback to the beginning of his life. And then jump ahead, Michael Morbius is a crazy successful doctor. And Milo is just rich for no reason.
Like,
They don't explain it.
There's a throwaway line. I'm just gonna throw this at the top of.
I
there.
think it's mid.
There's this throwaway line where they're just like, "Oh yeah, what's up with the goon at the front?" And then the surrogate dad is like, "Oh, Milo just was gambling with the wrong crowd, and so now he needs bodyguards." It's like, why? Who is
Honestly,
he?
Milo probably just had a crazy gambling addiction that actually turned out good for him. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a heart.
I was trying. I'm not good
Um,
at digital art.
But we thought that I kind of feel like in my headcanon, Milo, like, the reason he got his wealth was because he's so good at gambling that he just, like, goes and does it professionally, and he made all of his money
A
doing
big
that.
professional gambler man.
I think so. I think
Like,
that's where I'm landing.
Did you see that? Did you see that gambling stream? Like, it was a while ago now. The Ludwig one.
He did like 2, didn't he?
Well, there was the one that he did with like the Botez chick, I think,
Uh-huh.
who was also in the second one. That doesn't help, does it?
He did
But-
one with Mr. Beast, and I think he did one with
Yeah, the one that Mr. Beast in, like, Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about like professional gamblers a lot because of that video,
Uh-huh.
and there's like that screen capture of Ninja just like belly laughing in the face of one of the professional like gamblers because he's losing so
Oh
bad.
my! No, he
And
was
I'm
the
just-
biggest loser of that night.
I'm just imagining like Morbius's face on Ninjas, like
Uh-huh.
you know, like just like like the teeth and like the weird white
I
like
think
baby
that's
face,
that's the new meme.
and then like Milo's like crippled body, like in the place of it's like Phil Hellmuth is his name.
yeah.
It's like, oh, don't
Michael.
kill me.
You can't kill me. It's me.
What a great movie.
Best movie of all time. If we were to do another tier list of favorite moments in Morbius that weren't quotes, they would all be an S++ because the writing was a little bit shoddy for a couple things, but the directing, the acting, everything in it was literally the greatest you could ever imagine. So
Just
because of that,
incredible.
I've just got to say that if you haven't seen it yet, it's somehow still rerunning in your theaters.
It's also on
Invest.
Paramount or
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Paramount.
something.
What?
Do anything you can. Invest the money because it is an investment, and you will. have-
gain. You will
There
gain.
will be an ROI there. That's my takeaway. What do you have any words?
I just want to say that what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna draw something for the crowd.
Okay, let's do this.
Something beautiful. I'm gonna draw Michael Morbius.
Okay, this will be our sign off. Our card that you'll have.
That's-
You'll make a box that says subscribe, and then like old video, and you just got the picture of Morbius in it.
Here, we can even. What I'll do is I'll just disappear,
Okay, this is great.
and then we'll what I'll do, I'll make it big, black.
Magical.
I'm blacking it out so we have like a good background here for
I like that.
me to draw on, right? And no, I'm sorry. And then then he needs some white, right? So this is like a drawing tutorial for everybody. BT dubs.
If anybody wants to know how to digitally create Michael Morbius on MS Paint, this is also that video. So he slightly looks like Hades from Hercules.
He's got big ears because he's a vampire. You know what? You could even bring back the webcam. I don't think it's in the way. It's not.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did I just lock it? Whoops. And
However, you can still see me, so I'm just gonna chill in the back here and just.
Here, wait. I can fix that.
Just a red dot where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay, and then you're right. He needs his eyes. Right, like that. And then he's like a little edgy boy, so because we're on a black ground, though, you can't really do the black eyeshadow, so we're gonna make his eyelids white.
Oh my gosh, we're so edgy.
And then
No wonder all the girls like us.
he's got his big fangs,
Rar.
and you know he's got his bottom things too. That's bad. That's terrible.
I think it's amazing.
And then,
he only needs one personally, I believe.
Because we got a black background. His hair is blonde now.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
Look at him. Look at him come to life as you finish up the hair. And then I think the last part, you just got to add right up here.
As we do this, tears are streaming down my face.
Yeah, you can't see because I censored it. Well, even...
Text bubble. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
Here, wait, I can even add like a little red.
You're not. No. Blood. Blood. This is gonna tie it all together.
You like that drip there?
Oh my gosh, it's honestly legit the best part of the whole thing.
I'm crying. There are tears. Genuinely.
Take a bow for the camera. Oh my gosh, what have we made? What have we done?